Hanging out with real estate investors is like listening to a broken record. Cash flow, cash flow, cash flow. Particularly newer real estate investors. I hear it all the time. I can't get the numbers to work, or how am I supposed to get this to cash flow? And my answer to that is, you're not really supposed to get cash flow in the first couple of years of a real estate investment. Real estate pays you in a ton of ways. Cash flow's just one. And even when interest rates were lower, it wasn't uncommon to see properties run cash flow negative in the first couple of years. Now we're seeing those periods get extended as interest rates have gone up, but still, for most people in an investment, owning that real estate many years before you're cash flow positive is pretty much the norm. So wait, why are investors still throwing money at real estate in 2024, even though cash flow isn't really happening on hardly any of these deals? Well, it's simple. Real estate pays you in 4 other ways besides cash flow. So people who are investing in this understand the value that real estate's producing for them, and they're still eager to get more. So investors, the thing that you often forget about in the ways that real estate's paying you is through leverage, the use of other people's money. Another way to put this is equity pay down. So as you pay down the principal on your mortgage, you are gaining equity. So you might not be putting money into your pocket after all the bills are paid, but you're certainly paying down principal on that loan. Now, you can get assets to be cash flow positive, but you're not going to be able to use that much leverage. I still like using leverage. I don't think the last day you put money into a property should be the day you buy it. Now, for buy and hold investors like me, appreciation doesn't really factor much, but we cannot forget that on average, real estate appreciates 2.5% a year. And that's just on top of all the other ways that it's paying us. Again, that's not money I'm putting right into my pocket or able to spend for dinner tonight, but it is an accumulation of wealth for sure. Now, tax season's already passed, so you've probably already forgotten about this, but the depreciation you get on your rental asset saves you a ton of money in taxes. So you want to always look at when you say, hey, what is this asset making me? Don't forget to take into consideration the depreciation that you've taken and the tax savings that yielded. And a fairly new problem for those of us in the younger years of our adulthood is an inflation hedge. Where are you going to put that equity if not in real estate that's going to keep pace with inflation? There's a couple of places, but the risk that they represent is so much more. That is why in 2020, 2021, and 22, we saw a race for investors to get into real estate, get more equity into real estate to ride out these higher inflation, higher yield times. I haven't seen as much of a slowdown as I thought I would with interest rates increasing among investors. I know new home buyers have been experiencing a lot of trepidation, really watching those interest rates carefully. But the investors I'm working with are still finding these very tolerable and are still eager to do deals. So for those who get it, who understand how real estate investment works and they're able to work it, real estate is a no-brainer, even when it's technically cash flow negative.